Hello and welcome to this Mini Mash Bite, which is all about how to set up Mini Mash for your users at school. The first thing that's most important to sort out is to ensure that your children are set up on the Purple Mash system at school. To do this, if you're an admin user, you can navigate to the admin settings area, click Manage Users, and you can import them via the Import Wizard or the MIS Sync Wizard. If you're not an admin user for your school, then you may want to give your computing lead a nudge and ask them to check. You should be able to see a screen similar to this on the left, and it will show you the classes and whether children are in there. If you're not sure whether they've been updated to reflect the current year's cohort, you can double tap on the class name and you can see your children on the right hand side. Once you're happy that your children are on the system, you can then get them set up easily within the Purple Mash Early Years area from the home screen. Clicking on the egg takes you to the settings area. If I click on the Mini Mash settings icon here, I'll be able to see a list of all the classes that I'm assigned to on the left. Today I want to set up my reception class, so I'm going to click on the class and highlight it. You may find that you have individual children in your class with specific needs that might need to have access to Mini Mash different to the rest of their class. So you can expand your class folder and click on a specific child's name and adapt the settings for individual users as well. If you're setting up your entire class settings to get them started with Mini Mash, ensure the class name is highlighted on the left-hand side of the screen. You'll see a short series of options that you can choose from to enable you to set it up as appropriate. The top option allows you to make changes so that children do not land on the Purple Mash home screen when they log in. If you want your learners to log in with their own username and password and land straight in Mini Mash, select Yes from the drop-down menu and then click Save. You can revert these settings at any stage by coming back to this section and changing the settings and clicking Save again. The most important one though really is if you are wanting your children to work within Mini Mash and start saving some work, we encourage you to use the Create a Tray for Each Pupil feature. By default it's set to No, so if you're wanting to set your children up, select Yes and then Save. Not only does this save time, so that you don't have to make a tray for each child in turn, but more importantly, when the computer creates a tray for each pupil, what that tray does is it automatically links with the child's Purple Mash work folder. So any work they start doing and saving in Mini Mash will be viewable and accessible in their work folder for as long as they are in the school. If I click Save now and go into Mini Mash, you'll find that I'm now looking at my reception class. They've got access to all the resources in Mini Mash, and if I want to view the work the children have done, I can access the trays area.
Trays.
Clicking on this will now show me all the children I've got in Mini Mash within my class. Now by default there's a silhouette image of them and their trays are orange, but you can personalise this. Clicking on the pencil icon will allow you to alter the image. You can either choose a clip art icon, you could draw or take a selfie of a child using a forward-facing camera, or you may want to upload an image that you've already taken of a child. So if you click Browse Computer, it will take you to your device's file library and you can add an image of a child, which will help them identify their tray if they're not familiar with identifying their own name. You can also allow them to have a different coloured tray by selecting from the different colour options here. So bear in mind that you only see all the children's trays when you're logged in as an adult at the school. If this child was to go home and log in with their own username and password, they would only see their own tray and it would say My Tray. I'm only viewing these because I'm logged on as a staff member at the school. If you would like trays to be named with just the child's first name, that is a settings option within the main Purple Mash admin area. So if you don't have access to this, you might need to contact your computing lead or IT support. But if you click on the Manage Users, you can navigate to the Pupils area, and then for this child, I can find his name here, double tap on it, and I can remove his surname and then click Save. What you should find now is that when you go into Minimash,
Trays.
that child's first name is displayed only. So you may find that easier for children to help identify their trays. Please note though, if your school does access Purple Mash and Minimash via a VLE, then you may have restrictions placed upon your account that you can't change screen names. So that advice about adapting a child's screen name is only for those children who access to Lasso without navigating via a VLE. So now if any of the children in your Minimash class want to do any work inside or outside,
Go out.
they can do some work, and when they want to save it, they can save it to their tray that's been created for them. I can find the face or the colour or the name, click on it, and the title and date is automatically added. The child just needs to click Save.
Go read it.
You will then be able to access
Trays.
that in this area by double tapping on the child's work tray. You can see, comment and print on it as you need to. And as I mentioned, because that tray that's been automatically created by the system has linked to the child's work folder, you can easily access a child's work by navigating to your class folder in the work area, opening up the pupils folder and finding that child's tray contents here. So hopefully that's given you a nice easy walkthrough on how to set up your children in Minimash. Navigate to the Early Years Egg on the home screen, click the Minimash settings, and if you need to adapt any admin settings, just get in touch with your computing lead or IT technician at your school and they will be able to help sort this out for you. Hope you found that useful. Thank you for your time and thank you for attending this Minimash Bites session on how to set up Minimash.